What's up, everybody? It's another Friday night right here at Churchill Smoke Shop. It's late as night. And you ought to come see us right here on the hill, man. And as always, I got my right hand man, my partner in crime, Mr. P. Powell to the third power, Mr. Preston Powell the third.
What's going on, Chad? Brother, always good to be here with the good brothers on this Good Friday. This week's cigar of the week is our LCA Friday release. It's first Friday of every month. The limited cigar association from Privada Cigars. This month it is the Noche in Nicaraguan. If you're not familiar with this particular cigar, take a look at this video.
Welcome to Churchill Smoke Shop Cigar of the Week. This week's cigar is Alcia Noche en Nicaragua. From Privada/LCA. Mr. Robot is the alias for an enigmatic master blender behind a prominent cigar brand who has wanted to put to the test, through their collaborations with Privada, whether it is their talent as a blender, or merely brand recognition, that has fueled their success. Following the success of 2 releases for LCA in past years under the name Robot Fumador, we're excited to introduce the Noche en Nicaragua as the LCA Plus release for June. The blend and factory details of this 6x50 Toro remain confidential to maintain anonymity for Mr. Robot, though, as the name implies, it's likely crafted with Nicaraguan tobaccos at its core. The identity of Mr. Robot may remain a mystery, but the experience that this cigar offers will not. Don't miss out.
And they used to be here all month. Like I said, there's a limited release. So if you want one, you got to come out and grab one while we still have them. We still got a couple of the raspberry berets left. And I know the pig went pretty fast. What you smoking on today, Chad?
OT52, Liga Privada.
Oh, yeah, Liga Privada. So you with the crew. And I'm still smoking this Rough Rider. I had a rough time yesterday with that Tito's vodka.
Oh, my Lord.
It got me spinning right now. But Chad, with that being said, man, everybody knows Soul City Smoke Fest is just a couple of weeks away.
Hey, man, we counted down Soul City Smoke Fest 2024, June 22 to 23rd. That Thursday, we'll be at Country Squire, 5 to 9 to kick it off. The official kickoff that Friday night will be at Two Cigar Lounge for the network mixer. Saturday's day party at downtown from 4 to 7, and ending with the combination of everybody's favorite, the Good Brothers Committee tailgate right here at Churchill Smoke Shop from 11 a.m. until bring your grills, some extra draws, socks,
There you go.
coolers, and everything. We're gonna have a good time, man.
Yeah, it's always a wild night with a wild day for instance, because like you said, it starts early in the day and it goes all night. So with that being said, we got the NBA finals. Hit that a little bit, Chad. NBA finals. We last time we was on, we got the Mavs matching up with the Boston Celtics. Who you got? We already seen game one.
Yeah, I got the Celtics, man.
Yeah, it looked rough last night.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I will say this. When the Mavs have lost game one, they can't always come back and show up in game two.
Right.
But I'm gonna give the edge to the Celtics because of their link. So I'm gonna have the Celtics, I think, in 6.
If I was betting, yes, I will bet Celtics as well. But who I'm rooting for, I want Kyrie to get one.
Man, Kyrie, man.
Kyrie get one without LeBron.
Yeah, Kyrie has really stood up. Like, he's really stood up. Overall team player,
especially this year.
Great in the locker room. He's the leader on the floor, making things happen. So yeah,
and he proved a lot of people wrong with everything he's doing this year. That's what I'm happy about it.
Right.
He went through all that controversy, and he finally got himself together, and he I guess maturity, and he got it rocking and rolling right now. So hopefully he can keep it going. So Chad, this week, it's been going on since the season. In fact, I'm looking at the game right now. The Fever is down they're up 60 to 59, and get your girl Caitlin Clark on the floor. With that being said, you saw the foul last week, and you saw the big controversy that's been going on all season about her place in the league and her particular coverage. What's your thought on the overall what's going on there?
Sometimes you just need to shut up and play. Plain and simple. Because what has happened, there's a lot of unrealistic expectations for her You ought to read what Gino Auriemma said about her. They said basically, she isn't prepared for the physicality of the league. She's not fast enough on defense most of the time to make the necessary adjustments. She can shoot threes, but overall physicality of the threes, overall physicality of the game, she can't handle it.
Yeah, these guys will be a lot more athletic, and you can't hide. I remember Peyton Manning said something when he was playing in Tennessee, and this is always stuck in my head. And you'll get this being a football coach. He said, "Man, one of the big differences with the NFL and in college." He said, "We play in the SEC where you got an abundance of SEC of NFL ready athletes." He said, "But the difference is," he said, "when you playing, you might face one or two, starting NFL corners at that, who are ready to start the NFL right now. Other guys, they mature into starters, but he said, so you got some spaces out there that you don't have, the windows get bigger." He said, right. But when you get to the NFL, there are no windows like that. There are no windows like that.
The windows get smaller.
Yeah, he said there are no, because he said, if I got he named a guy because he played against. He said, if I got so and so on this end, on this side, and I got another guy on this side who's maybe a junior or sophomore, that's good, but he ain't an NFL player yet. He said, I had all this room over here to work with. He said, but when you get in the NFL, no matter how bad the team is, everybody's good to a level. So you don't, like you said, that window gets smaller. And I think that's what Auriemma was saying about Caitlin Clark. Is that, yeah, I mean, you get away with stuff in college because, everybody ain't going to be at that level. But you ain't got no gaps here. Everybody's an athlete. Everybody's quick enough. Look how that girl from South Carolina guarded her in the national championship game.
True.
That's got up in her. And, and she's still having some success. So, I mean, take that away from she's still
yeah, of course. But at the same time, just shut up and play.
Right. But now, what do you think about the media coverage and the arguments that are being made concerning her coverage and her promotion, how she making so much money?
It's everybody's looking for the next great phenomenon.
Just hit a 3.
Everybody's looking for the next great phenomenon.
Yeah.
The next great story. And what it is, I think sooner or later they're gonna burn Caitlin Clark up.
I get it. I think the players don't get it. I think the players don't get it, and there's some ugly truths about that league that's not being said.
True.
But I'm gonna say it right here.
Say it.
The reality is, Caitlin Clark is a heterosexual white girl that they can promote. That's true. I mean, and what you got to be, if you're in that league, you got to be smart enough to do that. And I think what some people mess up at, they sit there like they're supposed to give her a cakewalk. No, they ain't supposed to give her no cakewalk. But from the league perspective, hey, this is a girl I can have go out there signing autographs. This is a girl I can have out there promote to kids. This is a girl I can put in commercials. They see all, and I think you can do that with Angel Reese too. Now, and you damn sure can do it with Cameron Brink in LA.
You can, but see, that's the difference, though. Yeah. I mean, that's the difference, though. Isn't that what the NBA did with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird?
Right. That's exactly what they did. They played it out. But I think the league understood it more. I don't think this league understands it more. I think you do have some players who are, jealousy. I don't want to use the word jealousy, but you do have some players that have taken it personal that she's getting all this stuff that she did. I guess they feel like she hadn't earned it yet, which
she ain't paying no dues yet.
Yeah. So I see that. I get that, but the reality is, yeah, she earned that. I mean, she's popular. I mean, that's just one of the things you do. This is professional sports. This is not everybody go along and get along. And the reality is, they'll talk about, well, we had all these people here before. Look, the reality is, when you're talking about, a woman that's not feminine looking, it's not a lot you can do with that, marketing wise. It's not a lot you can do with that. And I think the one of the first things you need to do is identify yourself. You got to know what you are. And I think that's what they're having a hard time with now. They don't know who they are right now. Meaning, the girls that have been there, not recognizing where they are and where they've been. And you got the Angel Reeses, the Cameron Brinks, and the Caitlin Clarks all coming in there, showing them where they can go.
Right.
And and I heard Gilbert Arenas said
and making a strong presence too.
Right, and Gilbert Arenas said something that I totally agreed with. He said, you got a lot of people who've been watching the league forever are telling people, well, we don't want to hear your opinion about the league. We don't hear your opinion. We tired of Kate Clark. Well, here's the reality. If you want us to watch, you gotta accept opinions gonna come with that.
Of course.
You can't sit here and say, don't play and sell out, get to play and sell out arenas and don't expect guys and people to talk about it. I mean, one of the big things, did you see the thing with Stephen A and McNutt, the chick McNutt?
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, she read him his rights now. Stephen A got felt himself some kind of way because he felt like he always been supporting the league. But she was right.
What about true?
She was right. I mean, she was right. I mean, but at the same time, even though she was right, she has to understand what comes with this unprecedented what comes with this unprecedented, notoriety of the game is a bunch of people's opinions.
Right. A lot of responsibility and a lot of scrutiny.
Right. Scrutiny is a good word to put it. Because let's be real. Bro, we was up here watching the women's NCAA tournament like it was the men's tournament. Shit, I think we watched it more than the men's tournament.
We did.
Shit, like everybody's like, hey, goddamn South Carolina playing, Iowa playing, Notre Dame
Oregon playing, USC playing.
Yeah, Juju. Let's see, check out Juju. And that's one of the advantages that the women I think have is that these women are staying 4 years, so you get to know them. Right. I mean, we knew who Caitlin Clark was. We knew who Angel Reese was. Right. I couldn't name a dude on Connecticut team. They won a national championship.
I can't name a dude on nobody team. It's all right.
Outside a few guys from LSU, I couldn't name any of those guys because they don't stay long. The ones that really have the ability, they don't stay long, so you don't get to see them long. I mean, like, I saw a thing today. There's a billboard up in I think in Vegas. It's a big ass billboard up in Vegas with a picture of Juju and Paige Becker talking about they playing on December 31st on Fox.
Oh, already, which is smart.
Yeah. I mean, that just tell you where it's at though right now. So I mean, I don't know how would you address the elephant in the room. What I mean by is that, like McNutt said, we got to be honest. The league is a predominantly Black queer league. How do you address that to make that league more adaptable to the public?
Well, it's sad to say you would have to find more faces that are identifiable with the so-called societal standards. And that's sad because each person had their own autonomy to choose their own orientation.
Right.
So, but that's the business side of it. You got to find more faces that are identifiable to societal standards, and especially the societal standards of the people who are watching.
Oh, spending the money.
Exactly.
People spending the money, and that I agree with that 200%. Because the reality is, I was talking to somebody the other day. They literally asked about how much we watched the women's tournament. I said, well, let me just be honest with you. When we watch the women's tournament, there's no question you're watching young ladies play basketball. But sometimes you watch some of the WNBA games, you see some ladies trying to act like men playing basketball. And that affects your way you watch a game. Like
Brittany Griner. That's a whole man. She sound like a man.
Yeah, and then you sound like a man. And the gestures, and so when you see it, your mind changes a little bit when you're watching it. You're not watching it like you watch, a college team play where you get into it, you see a regular play that you go like, okay, that's a good play. But you see when you see it in the same play in WNBA and the girl trying to imitate the gestures of a man that like they're doing it, you like you kind of like, okay.
But you know what? Just thought about something. I tell you a big difference between the professional leagues of the two. In the men's league in the NBA, orientation is hidden for the most part, either unless they're about to leave the league.
Yeah.
About to leave the league, or they're trying to make a political statement.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
But
you have,
I'm sorry, but on the female side, they have more liberty to be more
open with everything.
Yeah, exactly. We have more freedom to be open. Exactly.
And that cost them at the box office though.
It does, but they don't. A lot of them really don't care.
And if you don't care, you can't question how much money you make. You know, either you trying to make money or you're not.
Okay, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that. You're right. But if they don't see that's a problem, then that's not a problem.
Yeah, well, that's true too. Yeah, that's true too. That's damn sure true. I have I'm looking at the Mystics up 72-68, 8 minutes left in the game, and god dang, Caitlin Clark with another deep three. So I mean, she still can do it.
With no sidestep three, was it?
Yep, that a hot back. Get a hot back. Hey, what's happening in that North Carolina baseball game? Derek just texted us.
Look like North Carolina just went up 8-6.
It must have been a homer because they were losing.
Yeah, it must have. Must have been a homer. That must have been a walk off.
Yeah, game over with.
I don't think so. I can't see that far.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Hold up. Derek literally just texted us, "Hey man, North Carolina game." North Carolina put out LSU. If y'all didn't know, tight game, but the Tigers did well. I didn't expect them to go that far. They had a rough year this year. The pitching, wasn't wasn't up to LSU level during conference play. I mean, the pitching got better as the season went on, and when they made that run in the SEC tournament, and then they made a decent, they played decent in the regional. Beat Wolford, beat North Carolina, but then they came back and lost North Carolina regional championship game. 75-70 Indiana Fever. I think it might have been a walk-off.
Yeah, I think it had to be.
Mm-hmm. That's probably why you mentioned it. It probably was a walk-off.
Yeah, he must have threw a meatball at the plate.
Yeah, we sent out that message with my man Paul Skees from LSU Tiger throwing against Ohtani. You know what I thought about when you put in there, say, "Hey man, some of that placement on the ball," and sure enough, I said, "Yeah, he's right," because sure enough, the next time around, Ohtani got him.
Exactly, but and that was Paul Skeens. Let me say something, man. I love Paul Skeens at LSU. Mm-hmm. He has one of the most livest arms I've ever seen. He did it the right way. He took care of his arm, but sometimes you go to the well too many times.
Yeah,
especially against a guy not against a whole ton. He's not able to do that. You see what he did? He launched a scud.
Yeah. You can't throw them fastballs at him like that. At some point, he's gonna catch up to it. He's gonna have the eye to catch up to it. I mean, with that being said, Chad, so what we got going on? We got the NBA Finals going on this week. We got the Soul City Folk Smoke Fest coming on throughout the June
Churchill anniversary too. Churchill anniversary coming up.
The Churchill anniversary. We celebrated the actual anniversary is going to be that weekend. Next weekend, we'll do something. June 15th. But then the big celebration will be the last week of June. It'll be something going on all week. You can reach out to the Queen of the Hill and just check the Facebook page, and you'll get some of the stuff going on at the shop. With that being said, Chad, so since Spokefish, you got anything else?
Hey man, y'all come out June 23rd. Have a good time, man. Let's enjoy these shops of color. Come out, learn about cigar culture, cigar lifestyle, and the people behind the madness. Come meet them. So and have a great time, man. Come see us on the hill too.
Yeah, don't forget the LCA release this month. It's the Noche in Nicaragua. You can get here from LC. That's the Privada Cigar Associations. So this will be here all week. Well, while they last, because they're all limited releases. They release them every Friday. You can't put them on the shelf till Friday, and so that just went on the shelf today. Try out decent smoke, because we get them early, we get to smoke them early. So yeah, but it's on the shelf now, so you come out and check it out. You ain't doing nothing. Come out, check us out this weekend and tonight Sharita them will be here in a minute, and they'll be doing their little Churchill after dark. Having a good time. With that being said, you got anything else, Chad?
Hey, man. Like I said, come see the Churchill Smoke Shop. You come by yourself if you want to, but I guarantee you're going to leave as a friend, man. Come see us.
That being said, we out.
Peace.